All right, hello and everybody, and welcome back into our one tile challenge. Um, we did go ahead and skip a few months. There wasn't a lot to do uh, in the meantime. So we did, before skipping months, we went and we fertilized our grass. It's ready to mow now. We did a couple of chores. We took milk down to our dairy and moved a bunch of pallets around. So we did do that. Um, And of course, we put the products that's needed into our house. So it is currently still building. Um, but yeah, so we do. I don't think that's gonna be enough there to pull the mower. So we do have to mow again. So we're gonna jump on into the farm all. But first, it is time to um, sell our dairy products. As our cheese, this is the best time of year to sell it. Oh, and apparently I had left the canola oil on selling from last year, and so we weren't getting any canola oil spawning. Our little workbench, well, I guess our shelf storage is currently full. We don't have any more room in it, so that's why we've just kind of been stacking our pellets of flour off to the side. So let's see, what can we get for selling our cheese? Oh, actually, I think it's more over here. There we go. Okay. So we get about $2,500 for selling cheese per pallet. That's not bad. We should have a few pallets here and there. Um, just from we've been getting about 3,000 liters of milk roughly per month from our cows. So we've been taking a trailer load every month and dropping it off into the dairy. We haven't. I might be trying to be too greedy picking up that pallet. So we'll just come back for it. And then push those in together. But yeah, so we've got a few pallets of cheese, which isn't bad. Um, do have to see what other things we can sell this month. Did I not get you? Okay, there we go. All right. So let's take a look. Okay, so we can sell our prefab wall and our long planks for a profit, and wood beams. I don't know if we want to hang on to any of that at the moment. We still have quite a bit though. I might hold off on selling the wood beams just until we have what we need. The prefab walls we are getting plenty of, and so we will sell those as well as the long planks just for a little bit of extra money. So I'm gonna get these sold, and I will catch back up with you guys once they are sold. Alright, so we did go ahead and sell off our silage. We alternated loads, selling one load and putting one in the cow pen. So we got a little bit for our cows and a little bit more money. But I think we need to look into what we're gonna do for a little bit more. So we have a ton of flour. And I mean, there is a ton of flour. So I was thinking maybe we could possibly um, put in a bakery. That's something that we might look into doing. Our trees look like they should be ready here next month uh, for the total harvest. So we will, once next month comes around, probably start cutting down trees and filling up the um, sawmill. So that is something that we're going to look into doing as well. Um, but we are once again cutting grass for silage. We have our I don't think we're gonna cut the small grass field this month. I think we're just gonna let that go until we get the trees down on it. Um, and then probably plant it with something else. But we are going to take a look at something I seen in the shop, and yeah, and there is something that we want to do is get that because it might help out with liming a little bit. So we will, once we get finished mowing this, we'll take a look and see what we can do to grab that, and then we'll probably look into throwing down a bakery. I'm not sure what it will take. Um, I know we can't make any can't make cakes because we don't have any sugar. So we will probably just look into doing some bread of sorts. Oh, look, we got a deer. Yeah, after the last episode on this, we were liming the field, and we ran into a random dog again. So I decided to take a picture of it, and I posted it on the YouTube channel, because I thought it was pretty funny to see the dog sitting there. But I don't know what it is on this map, but every now and then we get a dog that'll show up to the farm, and we don't have a doghouse. So, we're just cutting away. We are plugging away pretty good at our loan. I think we're down to 320,000 if I remember correctly. We'll take a look here in a second once I get spun back around. Yeah, let's see where we're at with our loan. Yep, 321,000 is what we still owe. So, we are knocking that down little by little. Uh, depending on how much we make when we sell, because we still have to worry about getting our planter, and I think the one we wanted to get is about 45,000. So we will be remembering to do that when we get there. Our silo is currently empty. We put all of our barley and canola into the grain mill. So that is ready to go. Once it finishes, I guess, grinding them into the flour and oil. Not sure how a windmill would make oil, but yeah, I guess it has a collection for liquids. We just need to finish up here a little bit. There's not a whole lot more to do on a grass field. But instead, one of the things we wanted to look at getting, um, there's currently one on sale, and it is going to help us out with liming just because it'll kind of extend how much lime we can carry when we're using the spreader. I mean, it could probably work for solid fertilizer as well, but we have our sprayer for fertilizing, and I think that gets a little bit more even as far as what we put down onto the field. And as you can see, we got the oilseed radish on our two arable crop fields. So once February comes, we should see a small little bonus from that. And then we can cultivate that under and get our crops down in March and April, I believe. Alright, so get the mower put away real quick. And then we will run up to the store and we will see you guys once we're at the store. Alright, so we made it to the shop. But yeah, so there's a fertilizer trailer for 13,000 that I think we're gonna go ahead and get. It holds 8,500 liters, and it can connect to our spreader. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and buy that, and then we also needed to get a couple bags of lime. So I think so we have a half pallet there, and it took a couple. So you know what? I think uh, we'll buy three, and there. And that should fill it almost up. And then we still have a little bit of lime still left over at the farm. But I think this should keep it down to where we're only filling up once. For the most part, when we do our liming, we might end up having to take one load, but we're still not running back and forth constantly. So that is something that will be nice to have. At least I believe that it should connect. But man, our trees sure are looking good as they've grown up. As I said, next month they should be completely ready, and then we'll just start chopping them down. making sure our sawmill stays full. But so we are looking forward to finally getting out of debt pretty soon. From the looks of it, we got our house almost done, and we are nearly done with the house from the looks of it. So I think that it's going to be something good for us. I do have to get the solid fertilizer out of the spreader again. Um, every time I do the grass field with the trees, I have to use solid fertilizer. So, but, okay. Can I get this out of here without knocking too many things down? Alright, there we go. And we will deposit that. And pick up the lime that we have spit out over here. Yep, almost a full load there. Now, I think if I drop this right behind here, we should be able to back up pretty easily and pick it up. I've never used this mod before, but I thought it looked like it could be something we could use. Hey, that looks good. Alright, so we'll leave that there at the moment. I was about to say. So what does it do? Oh. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. We can definitely do that. Alright. So I'm going to get all of this grass picked up, and then I will see you guys once it's all picked up and compacted. So we'll see you then. Alright, so we finished mowing and picking it all up. We're gonna test out our new lime setup, see how this works. Definitely want to kind of test it a little bit, but we also want to make sure our fields are staying in peak condition for our harvests. So I try to lime after every harvest, just so we don't have a huge lime bill all at once. We kind of just spread it out a little bit throughout the year, or a couple of years. But definitely trying to keep the field's pH a little bit better. I wonder if I switch. Yes, awesome. Oh yeah, no, this is so much better. Because I don't even have to leave the field to refill it. Just gotta back this up. But yeah, so wanted to bring you guys in, let you see how this works. I was super excited about it. So I did want to share that with you. I do kind of like the concept of it. Um, yeah, definitely worth it to buy this. All right, we will top it back off before we do our quick. Oh wait, yep, we got one more headland, so just loop around. Perfect, perfect. Looks like we might have missed a tiny little spot over there, but that's not too big of a deal. Um, I am liking that we're not having to run and get lime every time it runs low. So that is good for us. I don't normally do two headlands, I don't think. That's... I might have just not set the steering assist to only do the one this time. Nope, this one. Alright. Yeah. Not too terribly long to do that. And then we still have $80,000 in the account. Um, but like I said, I wanted to try and use our flour to maybe make some bread. Hey, I can even do it while we're distributing. That is awesome. I think just one more pass, and then it should be good. Oh yeah, this was a lot better, and I don't think we end up using as much lime as we normally do. So I'm not mad at that. But now that we are done with that, let's go ahead and take a look. See if we can't. Uh-oh. Okay. For a second there, I thought it was about to crash. But we wanted to throw in a bakery real quick. Do we? So that one's for 36,000. That's base game. I did want to do the one without a shed though. Um, I think we can. Okay. Now, what does what does it take to make some bread? It looks like we can just use flour. Okay. Awesome. Uh, yeah, and we would need strawberries and sugar in order to make cakes. So, I think we will grab our trailer and we'll probably toss the flour that we have down there. Just go ahead and toss that straight into our um, bakery. And I'm not sure how much the bread is gonna make. I probably should have looked at that a little bit more. Okay, let's take a look. Now that I've actually bought it. So it takes 45 flour to make 22 and a half bread, so we lose about 50% of it. Um, but when we look at flour compared to bread, um, bread, and that's for 1800 a pallet. And so as long as we're less than 900 for the flour, we should be good. Yep. Okay, so we make a little bit more off of it. It's not a huge increase, but it's going to be something. I am going to change this over to that. Custom. Oh, wait. Not that one. Customize. Sorry. Didn't want to put a logo on it. Yeah, so I think... Oh, I forgot to hook it up. But definitely enjoyed playing this episode with you all. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider smashing that like button for me and dropping a sub down below. Thank you again to all of you. We did hit our goal of 50 subscribers by the end of June. And so our next goal, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of October. So we will definitely want to see if we can't hit that goal. And then, yeah. That would be super amazing if we could hit that. I do plan on doing a live stream once we do hit 100 subscribers. And so I look forward to seeing you guys all in that live stream. But until then, take care and check out the creators in the description down below. Their farms are looking amazing. But we will see you all then. Peace.